big.
Oh, so you like
The Tajik, but Uzbeki, tiny.
You see, horses for courses.
No, we do not do with a
that's where we
horse.
must go.
We do not like with a horse.
No, I don't think. No.
It's an expression. It simply means that some people like one sort of thing, once people like another.
I do
That's
not
all.
like
English idiom.
people who like an animal to make love is a sick.
Yes, I think
Is
you're
a
Very
sick
what you meant.
Listen here, I has got none other than me main man, Sir Rhodes Boyson, in the house, because we is talking about the education thing. Let's talk about the discipline. Do you think, Sir Rhodes, there is enough discipline in school?
I think there's slightly less than there should be.
Do you believe kids should be caned?
I do. I have caned them in the pro. I do.
Wicked, man.
I am.
You believe kids should be caned even in school?
Even in school.
Do you not think, Sir Rhodes, if you get caned in school, you can't concentrate as well? Because a lot of people out there say that if you're getting caned.
Well, I was caned in a time, and I've concentrated all my life.
You were caned. Respect, man.
From that, it's the...
Respect.
From there, yeah, so, I mean, it was it. I mean, it shouldn't be done evil, and it shouldn't be done badly. But
you've got to have good stuff.
You have to have rules in life.
You have to have good cane.
You have to have a good cane.
Do you think porn stars should teach sex education in school?
No.
Why not?
Because I do not respect porn stars, as you say.
But they has more boning experience than anyone else.
Oh, yeah, but it's not the experience that I want for our country.
But someone who has had a forehead or whatever will know how to cope with any situation.
Well, some of these situations I wouldn't put myself in for the beginning.
For real, me feeling that, Sir Rhodes. Me feeling that so strong. Do you think there should be mixed schools?
I think there should be a choice for parents and the pupils themselves.
Do you not think, though, if you have mixed schools, all the boys will spend all their time chasing math and all the girls will spend all their time just preparing their math?
No. I think that if the school is running properly, if they're in well-controlled, that school, that it's right.
But me got an A+ in Punani, but me failed me exams. Because me was so into the chasing the bit of beaver.
Well, you'll have to... that's your fault. I think overall, single-sex schools work better than mixed schools.
But don't you think single-sex girls' schools, they just breed, you know, people who drink from the fairy cup?
Well, never having drunk from the fairy cup, I don't know what the liquor is in it. But
you know, Sir Rhodes, you know.
But
you know, them girls that is drinking from the fairy cup, that like to eat from the bushy plate. You know what he's getting at?
Yes, I know what you're getting at.
You is rocking Sir Rhodes Boyson in the house. Booker. Wicked. You was the man. I wish you was my teacher with them years ago, and I wouldn't have turned out like this.
Booyakasha! Booyakasha!
Charity is well important, innit? 10 years ago, when me was on telly earning 200 quid a week, me would give back by going to disadvantaged parts of town and boning as many girls as me could. Me didn't discriminate against who would get me charity. The mentally ill, the slightly overweight, refugees, nice. But me drew the line at the physically spasticated. Another thing me done for charity was something called comic relief. Check it out.
Big it up for none other than Victoria and David Beckham.
Now, Scary, is you comfy? Beckham, what about you? Huh? Now, where did you two meet?
We met at the football.
Beckham, was you into the Spice Girls beforehand?
No, but I was into Posh.
Had you already seen a picture of her and knocked one out? That's a yes, isn't it? Come on, what about that picture of her in the black catsuit and the boots that come up well high? Apparently in that video, if you freeze frame it, you can actually see a tiny bit of camel toe. Ain't that
I can see.
Yeah, that's more like a camel hoof, girl. Now, it must be amazing going out with a Spice Girl. But in an ideal world, and no disrespect to your bitch, in an ideal world, wouldn't you rather be with Baby? So how many of the Spice Girls turned you down before you went for You went for Scary first, what?
No, just this one.
Now, does you go to watch him play football?
Yeah, I do, whenever I can, because Brooklyn loves going to watch him, so as much as we can.
Me heard there is an insulting song that they sing about you. As you heard it, what is the words?
They say, Posh Spice.
That you take it up the arse?
That's what they say.
But that ain't insulting. That is the biggest compliment you can pay to her. No, but seriously, does you take it up the bucket?
No, of course I don't.
Beckham, you telling me you ain't never been caught offside? Now, Beckham, do you reckon the better the footballer you is, the fitter the girl you go out with?
Obviously.
So you is the best at footy, you know. So you get Posh. So does Sporty Spice go out with someone from Scunthorpe United? You has got a little nipper. Do you reckon you was good parents?
Yeah, I do think we're good parents.
So when did you teach him to roll his first spliff?
I will never teach him that.
Why not? You should never deny your kid education. So what's he called?
Brooklyn.
All right, and how did you come up with that name?
Well, we found out that I was pregnant while I was on tour in America, and we was in Brooklyn when we found out.
So had you actually done it there?
No, we didn't do it there.
Ah, for real?
We did it in Denmark, if you really want to know.
How come you never called him Denmark? That would be a well good idea, though, what? Because if me and my Julie had a kid, we'd call him Langley Village. Well, his full name would be the Bogs in the KFC in Langley Village. So tell me, does Brooklyn like your music, or is he getting a bit old for it now?
He does like music. He's really, you know, he jigs about and dances, and he's also into football as well, so it's nice. So
Respect.
He's doing a footballer with rhythm.
So tell me, is your little boy starting to put whole sentences together?
He's saying little bits and pieces, and yeah.
And what about Brooklyn? So, do you want him to grow up to be a footballer like his dad, or a singer like Mariah Carey?
Well, I'm hoping that he'll grow up to be a footballer like his dad, and I'd like to grow up and be a singer like Mariah Carey.
He's got to have a break now, because Posh is going to do a bit of breastfeeding backstage. Just out of interest, is there one going spare? Check you later.